Poison, we had our fun with the cuts, right? We were skeletonizing the shit out of it. But with the Cobra, we wanted to stray away from too many cuts and too much skeletonizing. We wanted to get weight reduction by way of surfacing. Cut into, but not cut all the way through. There was like 20 plus faces, where most Hi-Capa slides have 8 to 10 faces. So it was very sophisticated. Even in the manufacturing process, they had to find a more streamlined way to do it. And what that did was, it created one of the most detailed Hi-Capa slides in the market. Alright, so starting from the top surface of the slide, the first thing you'll notice is this center channel, like a blade's edge. But functionally, it serves as a way to reduce weight and a visual aid to help you align your rear sight to your front sight. We have integrated front fiber sight, and for the very first time, a rear integrated ghost ring sight. You'll notice on the ghost ring design is integrated into the body of the slide. It creates like a triangular sight picture for you towards the rear. So lining up to your front sight is very quick, very deliberate, very fast. Even when you look at the thickness of it, I wanted to make sure that it was beefy enough that it could take a lot of punishment. You could rack it against your belt, you could rack it against a hard surface, and it'll hold up, One of the most functional design features of the slide is the blade cut. The part of the slide that interfaces with the frame is cut at a 45-degree angle, almost creating a blade's edge. Functionally, what this does is that we remove like 50% material, so in theory, reduces friction by reducing the amount of contact the slide has with the frame. I didn't want to just cut through things and skeletonize things for the sake of doing that. We had already done that with the Poison. And another interesting fact about that is that, when I started learning 3D modeling in CAD, the very first thing you learn is to probably just cut through something and skeletonize something. So I didn't want to go for low-hanging fruit. I wanted to do stuff that was more sophisticated. And I tried to achieve that by surfacing. And what I mean by surfacing is that if you look at this area right here that I was talking about earlier, I kind of carved into it and sculpted into it so that it would look like the front end of a car. This cut right here kind of is representative of a headlight. These two ports in the front are kind of like intakes. And notice back on the top, there's something that looks like a hood scoop. And as we move towards the rear of the slide, everything is meant to look more like a vent or an exhaust port. So it kind of ties in with the thematics of everything else that we're talking about in terms of the cuts. Towards the rear, I kept it very simple. I didn't want too much noise back there because you want a very clean side picture. There's no textures, it's just a very smooth surface. If you were to erase all these cuts and take all the detail away, you'd be left with a rectangle with symmetrical ends. And each side of it is just to represent a blade's edge, like on a katana. I really like the way all the geometry flows into each other, So it's not just a way to reduce weight, it's a way to make the eye flow and to make it pleasant to look at and to create something that's visually pleasing.
Businessman need to get shit done. Running the business, he do it for fun. Sold 2 dons at the crack, now he served 2 lives. Now pack, he be living on the streets. This is fun.